Hey friends, it is Isaac Hayes bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Type 2. Now, if you didn't play Call of Duty over the recent weekend, you might not know that the Type 2 is quote-unquote the best assault rifle in the game. I don't believe it, but I'm going to give you guys a class setup that I think is the best for the Type 2. So if you guys do enjoy this video and learn something new, please hit that like button. Let's try to hit 35 likes. Subscribe if you are new, and go check out my other videos. I do a lot of tips and tricks videos. But anyway, let's get into the class setup first for the Type 2. The class that I use for the Type 2, and I think this is the best class that you can possibly run, is Elo, so you can help with your precision. This gun really relies on you hitting every shot possible, so Elo is going to help you hit those shots up close as well as down far. If you like the iron sights, you can use it. That's up to you. Some people I know do, and they just like it that way, but I like Elo. Quick draw, so you can aim down sights quicker than your opponent. If they don't have quick draw, it's going to give you the advantage every single gunfight. Stock, because assault rifles don't strafe left to right very quick, and strafing is very important in gunfights, so stock is pretty much necessary for most assault rifles. Particle amp, because you can actually 4-hit kill somebody with this weapon if you get headshots, so having that particle amp is going to give you a more likely percent of getting that 4-hit kill as long as you get those headshots. So you're going to be melting kids that don't have this on, and you're going to win more gunfights with it. And then suppressor. Now, you don't really see suppressor that often in competitive gameplay, but the reason that I use it, and a lot of other search and destroy stars use it as well, is because it just feels better. That's the first part. It feels better in my opinion. It makes it feel more like a gun that shoots actual bullets rather than lasers, which I think is more comforting. I don't know. I just like the ballistic weapons compared to the laser weapons. That's just what a lot of people like. And then suppressor is going to allow you to pre-fire a lot more things. And since this gun takes 5 to 6 shots to kill, getting that first shot is extremely important. So if you're pre-firing around corners, if you're wiggle peeking doorways and stuff like that, or pre-firing, you're not going to have to worry about being on the mini-map. You're going to be able to focus on those shots and hit every bullet possible so you can get that melt. And it's just going to feel better. So that's why a lot of people run suppressor. And then to finish off the class, I have blast shield and dead silence. Blast shield, so you're not getting naded and getting first blooded. And then dead silence is obviously a must. So that class right there with Elo, quick draw, stock, particle amp, suppressor, and blast shield, dead silence can be used in search and destroy and respawn both. That's the only Type 2 class that I have, and it's just really solid overall for respawn and search and destroy. So don't feel like you have to make 3 classes, one for S&D, one for hardpoint, one for uplink. You can use this in pretty much all, unless you just want to make some more classes. But I usually have more NV4s and K-bars, ERADs, stuff like that. I don't want to fill up my classes with a Type 2 because I don't use it that often, and I'll get into that in a second. But first, let's talk about the reason that the Type 2 is so good all of a sudden. So the Type 2 AR mode got a slight increase to the fire rate and a decrease to the aim down sight recoil, compared to where the NV4 got a slight increase to the aim down sight recoil. So the NV4 is going to be kicking harder than it was when you're aiming down sights. It's going to make it harder for you to melt kids and just get those really quick kills. And the K-bar actually got a slight decrease to the 4-bullet hit kill range. So you're not going to be killing in a 4 bullets as far as you were. So since the Type 2 has a faster fire rate and has like virtually no recoil, you don't necessarily need grip, but it is going to outperform the K-bar and NV4s in certain places. The Type 2 is going to outperform and win more gunfights against NV4s up close, and the Type 2 is going to win more gunfights against the K-bar at longer distances, so the Type 2 is that perfect middle ground. But the K-bar is going to outgun the Type 2 up close probably 80% of the time as long as you're hitting your shots, and the NV4 is going to outgun the Type 2 at longer ranges, so the Type 2 can get outgunned in a lot of situations, but it can also outgun. So you have to really play with this gun, and it's just like another option for your gunfights. So I've been getting a lot of questions. Hey, do you think that the Type 2 is now the best assault rifle in the game? Well, no, I don't. I think that the Type 2 is a really good option for those medium range gunfights, but if you're playing against good players that can really hit their shots with the K-bar and the NV4, you're going to find yourself in a lot of bad situations, but you might find yourself in a lot of good situations as well. So I just find this gun not very consistent unless you're playing that support role or something, watching those medium range lanes all the time. But I think you should just kind of use what you feel comfortable with. If you think that you're going to be getting in a lot of medium range gunfights where the Type 2 would be good, use it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that the Type 2 is overpowered? Do you think it needs a nerf? Should it be banned from competitive? Let me know in the comments, but that's going to about wrap it up. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and go check out my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.